Yes, yes, thank you. Thank you. I know. I'm back. Yes, I'm back. Life happens, you know? This is just a hobby. It's just for fun, so don't always have time for it, but I've missed talking about music that I like. Basically, I got a full-time job for the summer, and I've been working hard on this application I need to do for school. So when I'm done with work and have free time and want to relax, maybe I play some games, listen to some music. Doing this has just kind of been on the back burner, but I've really liked a lot of the songs that have come out in April and May. So we're gonna talk about it, and if I'm not talking as loud, it's because it's 10:38 at night. So um, yeah, let's just jump into it. We got 16 songs to talk about for April and May, so let's jump into it. If you haven't checked out my video reacting to this whole album, highly recommend it. I'll link it up there that you can go check it out. Thanks for all the support in that video. It was really fun to make. I had a lot of fun making that video. But Momentum's probably the one that stood out to me the most when I first listened through the album and listened to it a couple times. It's just upbeat, it's fun. I like Stara's vocals. Safe Space is one of my favorite songs from, or is that Safe, what is it called? Safe Space? It's Good Space. Yes, Good Space on Quest for Fire is one of my favorites from that album, also featuring Stara. So I like the vocals. It's just upbeat. It's fun. It's laid back. It is a quick 1 minute 18-second tune, but it's fun. I just had a good time. Go check out this album if you haven't already too, because it's really fun. I bet there's something on there that you'll like. It Doesn't Matter by Emanu. I really like this song. It reminds me a lot of the song that's in my favorite songs of 2024. Him remixing Apache's song, I'm Fine. That might ring a bell for some people. And I liked it. The vocals were cool. It kind of sounded had like that same house style. So I really enjoyed this song from Emanu, and it was a pretty good EP overall, but this was definitely my favorite track from that EP that came out in April. This is a bumpin' track from Abstract, From Within. Really liked this bass house track in April. It's upbeat, it's fun. It's got a nice off drop and main chorus melody throughout the drops, and I just thought it worked together good. It was a fun tune to listen to every once in a while throughout April. You're making me sweat, but I can't get enough. I'm gonna butcher my brother's last name, but Nick Folwarczny? Sorry, brother. My man opened for Hans Williams in Salt Lake City April of last year, and I had to follow him on Spotify because I was like, this man's voice is amazing, and he sounds as good in these like recorded songs as he does live. I know there's a lot of vocal processing that can still be done live in microphones, but he was still hitting those notes. He was still sounding really good. So I mean, regardless if he was using stuff through that microphone, I think he's still a really good singer and talented artist. He has a really fun YouTube channel too, where he posts like breakdowns of his tracks, and he broke down this song Sweat, and I just like what he's got cooking up. I think the beat is really good. The drums and the guitar throughout the song are really fun, and it has good story building, and it's just a fun track to follow along to. It's got a nice like bump and bounce to it. So Nick hasn't posted anything, I think, this all of May, and I haven't seen anything so far this month, but I could drop him a follow if you like this type of like folk indie music, whatever genre it is, because Nick's a stud. Yeah, step outside, I ain't got nothing to feel. Put away the pride, I can't let it interfere. I know Graham's kind of hit or miss for a lot of folks. I like the vocal sample it uses throughout the track, and I personally like the message because I am also a believer in God as well. So I like the message of letting God take the wheel and, you know, doing your best, putting your foot on the gas, letting God take the wheel. I think is really analogy you kind of hear through often in Christianity. So really like this track as well, and I think it has good flow, and when Graham is in his pocket, I think he really crushes it every time. He really can't do no wrong. I think there's always a track that anyone can like from Graham every once in a while. I do, my friend and I, because my friend showed me Graham, I kind of wish he did do more of his like trap hip hop stuff every once in a while, kind of similar to this. But I've also liked some of the folk songs that he's released in these last couple months that I've highlighted are also really good. So keep doing your thing, Graham. Can't complain.
Would you hold my love?
Hold My Love by Hans Williams is really good. And it was one of those songs that I didn't need to listen to twice to know it was good. I hope Hans Williams keeps posting some more stuff. He had that collab with BB Stockwell a couple months ago, which I also enjoyed, but it was just, he just had a verse on it. So this is like his first single of this year. And I'm looking forward to whatever else he's got going, because he always seems to do really good. He hasn't really made a bad song in my eyes yet. So I'm looking forward to whatever he's got next. I also already made a video reacting to this song by Half Alive, Tears in the Rain. Go check that out if you want some more content from me. I really like this track. It's really good. I thought this deluxe version of this album was also really solid with some of the acoustic versions and the addition of Tears in the Rain and R.I.P. Solid stuff from Half Alive. I went to their concert with my wife a couple months back in April, and it was amazing. It was super fun. They did a really good live show, and we had a blast. And so highly recommend Half Alive stuff if you like this type of genre. They're super good. They're one of the only artists, there's only a couple I feel like that I can go to their profile, press shuffle, and press play on their whole discography, and very rarely am I skipping a song. You know what I'm talking about. There's probably those artists that you have for you yourself. Half Alive is one of those for me. I can just, if I'm in that mood, just boom, shuffle play, good to go. Patrick Droney is also someone I can do that with. I can just shuffle play, go. So check them out. Need I say more?
When the world, holding the world, pulling them strings, making it twirl.
I think this is the first time I've highlighted a Quinn 92 song. I remember listening to Quinn way back in high school. He made more like rappy stuff, I feel like. And then he kind of started to play more acoustic, like chill out stuff. This song is awesome. I think this song is very unique for his style. It sounds, me and my friend were talking about it, sounds very like Jack Johnson-esque, and which is not a bad thing at all. And I really like the vocals are very enduring and very cute, and I really like the style from Quinn. So I hope he keep this up. Maybe he's got a project that's in the same genre. It's very chill, very acoustic, and laid back, and I really like what he's doing on this. So I'm excited to see what he's got coming up. Split the Difference by Kerwin, probably by Kerwin and Direct. Direct is always one who's usually an artist that I like what he puts out. This is no different. I think this one took me a couple of listens. I didn't love the first drop as much as the second. I feel like the second is more Direct's drop, and the first one might be the Kerwin's drop, if that makes sense. But I like this type of chill out, down tempo music. It's just solid stuff, and I think it's just easy to listen to. It's fun. This is a good one from Direct.
Now and then that bottle's my kryptonite, brings a man still down to his knees.
Morgan Wallen is an interesting artist for me because he's pop country to the core. I feel like he puts out a lot of quantity over quality most of the time. I haven't really listened to his I'm the Problem album all the way through, so maybe I'm a fake fan, but I listened to some of these singles, and Superman was one of them, and I didn't really love it when it came out. Same with his song with Post Malone, I Ain't Coming Back. I didn't love that when it first came out. It took a couple listens, but I do like the lyrics on this one. I think it's just catchy. I think Morgan Wallen's really, in that pop space, is really good at making a catchy song. that's still country enough. I don't necessarily love Morgan Wallen or his style, and I'm not like a Morgan Wallen fan, I would say, necessarily, because I don't listen to his stuff a lot. But when he does put out a good song like this, I respect it, and I'll probably listen to it a couple times. It's just really easy, laid back music to listen to. Country is probably a genre that I should discover more. I kind of have a bad taste in my mouth from it. I maybe need to reintroduce myself to good country music. So if you are one of those people, let me know down below what I should start listening to, because I don't feel like Morgan Wallen might be the best choice in like the country sphere, but good pop country, if that makes sense. I've been listening to a lot of Mr. Fiji Ouija the last month in May and April, because he put out a album called, I forgot, forgive me, Before Everything Changes. Yeah, he put out an album called Before Everything Changes. He was releasing like a single every week. I think he put out every song that is on the album itself, which I like and don't like. I kind of like when artists, keeps them, post a couple singles and then have the full project come out, because I feel like it's a little more enjoyable that way. But good chill hop, I think, is the genre that Fiji Ouija kind of makes, and he crushes it every time. I know I've highlighted a lot of Mr. Fiji Ouija on my channel, and yeah, I've liked him for like almost 10 years now, and he released a little more on Monster Cat back in the day, in like 022, 023 albums. Like We Are the Lights by Mr. Fiji Ouija and Varen is like core memory for me. I think it's on 024. I think it's on 025. Core memory for me, like Christmas of 2015 or 16, something like that. So I've listened to Fiji Ouija for a while, and I really like this project. So check out that album. It's a solid one if you like this type of chill hop, whatever genre this is, type of music.
Make fire, I'm a caveman. Never dropped the ball, got great hands. I was young, it was get rich or die trying.
Connor Price and Nick D dropped an EP called Iconic, referencing one of their lyrics from the song Riptide, where they say can't spell iconic without Con and Nick. Talk about their two names. It's a good play on words. And they dropped this project. Caveman was one of the first singles that came out from it, and it's solid. It's the whole EP overall, I'd give it like a 5 or 6 out of 10. I didn't love all the tracks that came out on it, for sure. But this one and the Diploma remix with Graham, I thought was really, really good. Also, Too Easy, that I've talked about a couple months ago when that came out, is amazing. That I feel like I really just love whatever Graham touches, aka produces. I feel like when Graham produces a track for Connor and Nick, it's just better. I don't know what it is, but they just seem to flow on Graham's beats really well. Caveman is awesome. It's fun. It's got that light-hearted, fun summer music, and I think Connor and Nick ride the beat a lot better on this track and Too Easy than a lot of some of the other songs on the EP. So that's my hot take. If that's a hot take, super fun track. Okay, these are two artists I've never heard music from, and that's exactly why these Crate Together albums exist. If you don't know, this is from the label Bitbird, who I actually used to have a fan page for back in like 2018. I used to run a fan page called Bitbird Updates. You can still find that YouTube channel. You can still find that Instagram channel if you want to. Follow Bitbird pretty religiously. I feel like back then it was really, really good and it was really consistent. And nowadays, like, I listen every once in a while, but it's definitely a more experimental route that's kind of odd. Most of the singles I feel like are pretty odd, and I haven't really kept on track as much as I had back then. But I still gave this Crate Together Volume 5 a listen, because I tend to find new artists this way, or have songs that and I still I respect that they do this. I feel like it's really cool for a label to let some of their artists like that follow the label and put out some of their tracks. I think it's super cool, and obviously it has the whole community collaborate and create together. It's a really good track. I loved the beginning, like kind of the slower pace, and then I liked the beat switch up, and it picks up pace and kind of goes into it's a slower pace first drop, and then that second drop is a lot faster pace. I don't think it's drum and bass, but it must be like drum step or something. It's really cool, and I liked the vocal sample that was used throughout it, and the the sounds that were used to create the beat throughout the song, I feel like were really, really good. This one and Grow by Claudes I listened to that I added to my playlist from this album. So really solid stuff. I'll need to give these guys a follow. I haven't yet, and or girls, gals, whoever, guys, gals, whoever. I'll need to check out more of their music. I feel like it was a really good track, and I like highlighting these smaller artists too. So check out this one. Check out that whole Crate Together album as well, and see. There's probably a lot of tracks on there that you'll like more than me. So yeah. Almost done, getting into the back half. Dear John by The Happy Return is really good. It's just really good. This is definitely, I think that I like this one more than Are You Moving On, which I'll talk about in a second. And the guitar is fantastic. The lyrics hit home for me a little bit more because I served a Latter-day Saint mission, so the lyrics hit for me there because it is relatable. Dear John is like a phrase that you use if a girl writes you and dumps you. So and this, I know this album that Happy Return's about to release is kind of all about meeting a girl and dating and then breaking up. That's kind of like the whole storyline that they're going for. So these two songs kind of highlight that breakup phase, and I just relate to the song, not because I got Dear John, but just because I know the context, I guess. It's just a good, the acoustics are really fun, the guitar work is amazing, and I think it's just I think Davin's lyrics are really good, and vocal work is amazing. So definitely a highlight for me of their singles that they've released the last couple months.
In my head, does she care it all? Why does everything feel inside out? Is there any point in trying?
I have to highlight Are You Moving On as well. This was released a part of in that same EP called Chapter 2 Winter. The music video for it is hilarious, as you can tell. Very creative music videos. I really like the guitar that's jamming in the back half of this song. And again, the lyrics are really good. I feel like it's not very often now that like lyrics actually make me think and pause and actually contemplate the story. And it's just a really good breakup song. Like, now you're scared to fall back in love because you don't feel like you've moved on yet. I just feel like it's really good lyrics. I'm excited for this album to drop. I hope all goes well with it. I hope they get good recognition from it.
Watch out, the Furious. Straight from
Switching up the tone a little bit. The Furious came out not too long ago. I think this was at the very end of May. And Tokyo Machine is back. This isn't the most like fantastic EP. I listened to all of it, and this first track is the one that stood out to me the most. It's very intense, definitely dubstep, definitely pretty harsh. But I like the main drop, and then I like the laser noises that are the off drop, and like the bean. I feel like it just flows well and has a good call and response. I feel like most of the time, if I like songs, it has a really good call and response, and I feel like this one does too. So I feel like Tokyo Machine stuff. He's also been around for as long as I can remember, kind of like Fiji Ouija back in the Monster Cat days about 10 years ago, which is crazy. Can't believe I'm that old now. So yeah, it's a solid stuff from Tokyo Machine as well if you want to check that out. Closing this up, I don't know how much I've talked about Sono Holo on this channel, but again, it's kind of the same thing with Fiji and Tokyo Machine. I think Sono Holo is one of the first EDM artists I ever listened to, like ever. Like We Rise is probably one of the first songs I ever heard, and some of like his old remixes that were on SoundCloud, and like Sorry Miss Jackson, I think was one of that Sono Holo remix is probably one of the first EDM songs I technically ever heard. So Sono Holo has a special place in my heart. I'll put in a clip right here of me seeing this song live because it was sweet. And so yeah, Son Holo's doing this whole new kind of wholesome rhythm thing. Personally, not my favorite. I've never been a big rhythm fan, as you can tell. I'm not like a huge intense music EDM guy. That didn't make much sense, but I think you know what I'm trying to say. And so I like the wholesome part of it. This song was bonkers live. And I think Close Your Eyes out of this, an introduction to wholesome rhythm EP, is my favorite. The second drop is crazy. But I think this first drop has that nice, like high noise as well as that rhythm drum pattern. So it just works. I feel like it is fun and it hits hard. And I did crank this in the car. You know, it's a pretty fun track if you just crank the volume up in the car. So yeah, go check this new Son Holo rebrand if you like. I think it's interesting. Not my favorite style from him. I really like album 1 is like peak Son Holo for me. I think that album is fantastic. And I feel like Son Holo is a lot better in the pocket of like more chill stuff. I think it's kind of where he personally also likes to thrive the most is like more acoustic or like electric guitar things driven by like the violins and the strings and like more world building, like grander type of music. But hey, he's a DJ. He's got to make this type of music, and this quality is really good. I do want to mention that too. Like the mixing and mastering on these 3 tracks is really well done. I feel like a lot of music that is this heavy can not sound very good in your headphones. There's like the difference between hearing stuff live and it doesn't really matter how it sounds. It's just whatever. Everyone's going crazy. But this kind of gives me like, I kind of think of Skrillex when I heard this song. Like the sound design was just really good and fresh and crispy. And so I appreciate that Son Holo's trying something new, that he's still innovating. He's experimenting on stuff, because too often I feel like EDM artists who have been in the space for a while get stale. They just make the same thing over and over again, and it kind of gets annoying, or you just get burnt out from it and you don't really like it anymore. So I appreciate that he's innovating, that he's always trying new stuff, and we'll see if this sticks. We'll see if he keeps making wholesome rhythm stuff, or I know he has a lot more songs that he's made with people. So we'll see how those go. I'm curious what this next phase or era of Son Holo will be like. So who knows? That is all I got for you guys today. Sorry, I feel like my voice has been kind of raspy throughout this. It is 11 p.m. So it's been a day, but I wanted to record this real quick and I'll get editing on it. So stick around. I will make sure to, after this month, this month is when this application thing is due. I'll have a ton more time after that in all of July and August. So I'm looking forward to doing this. If you haven't noticed, I did get little microphones, this little lav mic. So audio quality should be a little bit better and higher, which I know is important. I don't like listening to bad audio quality tracks, or videos. I don't know, I said tracks too, but bad video, like YouTube videos. If the audio quality ain't very good, it's not very fun to listen to. So hopefully this is okay. I'm still working on my process of editing and mixing audio. I'm still learning about it, so apologies if it's not the greatest, but yeah, I'm excited to keep making videos when I can, and I definitely be posting more throughout July and August. So thanks for sticking around. As always, I sometimes forget, but I'll try to make sure to put my Spotify link for this year's songs that I found in the playlist below, so you can give that a follow and check out some of the other songs I didn't highlight in this video, because obviously there's a lot more music that I've been listening to. I think my playlist is up to 88 songs now, and I definitely haven't talked about all 88 of those. So go check those out, and I will catch you guys soon. Have a beautiful day. You are loved by me and probably other people in your life. So keep doing big things. Drop a comment, talk to me down below. I'd always love to get to know you better, and I'll see you guys soon.